And if I close the window, will it be warm outside? Oy vey.
Shalom Aleichem! It is so wonderful to be here with you today. We are coming to you from Maine, where outside it is winterdick and kalt. But we are going to play some warm Yiddish music for you, some wonderfully warm Yiddish songs. And we are all one mishpacha here, one family. You'll see Sruli, and I'm Lisa, and our tzvilling, Johnny and Charlie, and behind the camera is Elena. We are just so thrilled to be here together with you today. So sit back and enjoy some warm Freilichkeit. Shalom Aleichem. What Sruli is playing for you is a very special instrument. It's tiny and fits right in your pocket. It's played all over the world, and it was played in the old country. We happen to know someone's grandmother in Poland who played this instrument. It's called a Jew's harp. Now, politically correctly, it's called now a jaw harp. But Sruli, when he plays it, it's back to being called a Jew's harp. And today, the song that we're going to play for you, accompanied by this Jew's harp, is a song that's perfect for people who come from Maine like we do, because it's about potatoes. You might not know this, but potatoes are one of the #1 crops of Maine. They're fantastic potatoes from Maine. Better than Idaho, much better than Idaho. And potatoes, what could be better? You can boil them, you can smash them, you can fry them. They are so delicious, they are geschmack. And on Shabbos, you can even make a potato kugel. Potatoes are called bulbous. Because we're from Maine, we eat many potatoes bulbous. We eat potatoes how many days of the week? All of them. We eat potatoes on Zuntik. We eat potatoes on Montik. We eat potatoes on Dienstag. We eat potatoes on Mittwoch. We eat potatoes on Donnerstag. We eat potatoes on Freitag. But on the 7th day of the week, which we call Shabbos, we have a very special treat. Sonntag Bolbis, Montag Bolbis, Dienstag und Mittwoch Bolbis, Donnerstag und Freitag Bolbis, Shabbos in der Novene a Bolbekugele, Sonntag weiter Bolbis. Hi, Bolbis, 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 Bolbis und Bolbis und Bolbis, Bolbis und Bolbis und Bolbis, Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis, Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis. Hi, Sonntag Bolbis, Montag Bolbis, Dienstag und Mittwoch Bolbis, Donnerstag und Freitag Bolbis, Shabbos in der Novene a Bolbekugele, Sonntag weiter Bolbis. A Bolbis, 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 Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis, Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis, Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis and Bolbis. Bulbous, 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 bulbous and bulbous and bulbous, bulbous and bulbous and bulbous. Shabbos in der Novene a Bolbekugele. Sonntag weiter Bolbes. Everybody, clap along. Patch mit der Händelach.
In the old country of Poland, where many of your bubbies and zadies, your grandmothers and your grandfathers and your great-grandmothers and your great-grandfathers came from, there lived a Yiddish farmer. This Yiddish farmer, he had a horse. Until one day, that is, when he comes back to his stable and he finds that his horse is nebuch dead. He needs a new horse. What does a Yiddish farmer in the old country do when he needs a new horse? He goes to the horse dealer. And he says to the horse dealer,
Please, sir, may I buy from you a horse?
Ach, I'm so sorry, Rebbe'id. I don't have any horses left.
But I see a perfectly fine one in the corner of your stable.
Ach, you don't want that horse.
Why wouldn't I want that horse?
Ach, that horse was owned by a bubby, a Yiddish grandmother.
And what's wrong with that?
Ach, that bubby had no idea how to train a horse. If she wanted the horse to go, she would say thank God. If she wanted the horse to stop, she would say oy vey.
Oy vey. Oh my God, in Yiddish. Actually, in Yiddish, the word vey means pain. Oy vey is like saying, Oh, the pain. And Jewish people love to talk about pain, so they say oy vey a lot. Anyway, the Yiddish farmer says to the horse dealer,
No, I can say thank God. I can say oy vey. Take my money already.
Well, I guess the customer is always right. Sold.
So the Yiddish farmer pays for the horse, takes the horse out of the stable, puts a saddle on the horse, jumps on the horse and says,
Thank God!
and the horse takes off like lightning. It's the fastest horse he's been on in his entire life. He's getting really nervous, but then it gets much worse. And that's how you know it's a Jewish story. They always get much worse. It gets much worse. He sees a cliff in the distance, and he knows if he doesn't stop that horse, both he and the horse are going to go right over the cliff. He tries to stop the horse. He says,
Whoa!
that doesn't work. He says,
Stop!
that doesn't work either. Finally, he says,
If we don't stop, we're gonna go right over the edge of the cliff! Oy vey!
and the horse stopped right at the edge of the cliff. And the Yiddish farmer says,
Oh, thank God!
Kishif, auf Yiddish.
Drei, Fitlach, Reut, Schwarz, Reut, Reut, Schwarz, Reut. Tracht, gut. Reut. Oder schwarz, oder reut. Schwarz, reut. Was meinst? Schwarz oder reut? Mistame reut. Nein. Schwarz, reut, reut. Noch einmal. Reut, schwarz, reut. Tracht sehr gut. Reut. Oder schwarz, oder reut. Schwarz, reut. Eins. Zwei. Drei. Reut, schwarz, nicht wichtig. Was meinst? Oder schwarz oder reut? Ist da mir reut? Nein, schwarz, reut, reut. Letzten Mal. Reut, schwarz, reut. Tracht sehr, sehr gut. Reut. Oder schwarz oder reut. Schwarz, reut. Eins. Zwei. Drei. Reut. Reut. Nu. Was meinst? Schwarz oder reut? Aber schwarz ist gerecht. Alle sind schwarz. Raise your hands if you know how to count to 10. I see most of you know how to count to 10, but you can keep your hands up if you can count to 10 in 2 languages. What about 3, 4, 5, 6? Put your hands down and raise your hands if you know how to count to 10 in Yiddish. That's okay, because we're going to learn right now. Count with me. Eins.
Eins.
Eins means 1 in Yiddish. Eins.
Eins.
Zwei.
Zwei.
Drei.
Drei.
Vier.
Vier.
Fünf.
Fünf.
Sechs.
Sechs.
Sieben.
Sieben.
Acht.
Acht.
Nine.
Nine.
10.
10.
Let's try that noch einmal. That means one more time in Yiddish. Eins.
Eins.
2,
Zwei,
3,
drei,
4,
vier,
5,
fünf,
6,
sechs,
7,
sieben,
8,
acht,
9,
nine,
10.
10.
How about verkehrt? That means backwards in Yiddish. 10,
10,
9,
9,
8,
8,
7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
In the old country of Russia, where many of your bubbies and zadies also came from, there lived a Yiddish mama. This Yiddish mama, she had 10 kleine Kinderlach, 10 little children. Every time I say 10, I want you to say 10. 10.
10,
Every time I say kleine, I want you to say little. Kleine.
little.
Every time I say Kinderlach, I want you to say children. Kinderlach.
Children.
So she had 10
10,
kleine
little.
Kinderlach.
Children.
Every day the Yiddish mama went to the market where she would buy 10
10,
kleine
little.
bulbelach. Bulbelach are little potatoes. If I say bulbelach, I want you to say potatoes. Bulbelach.
Potatoes.
And she would bring them home to her 10
10,
kleine
little.
Kinderlach.
Children.
One day the Yiddish mama went to the market as usual, and she bought her 10
10,
kleine
little.
bulbelach.
Potatoes.
And she brought them home to her 10
10,
kleine
little.
Kinderlach.
Children.
She put a big pot on the fire, she filled it with water, she waited for it to boil, and then she very carefully counted to make sure that she had all 10
10,
kleine
little.
bulbelach
Potatoes.
for her 10
10,
kleine
little.
Kinderlach.
Children.
Let's help her count. In what language does she count?
Yiddish.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9.
9.
The 10th potato was full of worms. Not just 1 or 2 worms, hundreds of worms came crawling out of that potato, into her arms, up her sleeves, down her dress. She wasn't happy. What was she going to do? How many good potatoes did she have left?
9,
How many children did she have?
10.
So she had a problem. But the Yiddish mama did what many Yiddish mamas did in the old country when they had a problem. She ran to the rabbi.
Rabbi, I have a problem.
No, tell me what it is.
I have 10 kleine Kinderlach, but I only have 9 kleine Bulbelach.
That is a problem.
So the rabbi thought about the problem, stroked his long white beard a few times, but then he had an idea.
Aha! A few weeks ago, it was Hanukkah, and every year on Hanukkah, my bubby comes over and makes a large plate of latkes. So why don't you turn your 9 kleine Bulbelach into 10 kleine Latkelach?
Rabbi, that is an excellent idea. What a smart rabbi.
So the Yiddish mama went running right home. And this time, instead of taking out her big pot, what did she have to take out?
Her frying pan.
The frying pan. And she poured some oil in it, and she peeled the potatoes, and she grated them and mushed them with a little pepper and a little salt. And then she very carefully counted to make sure that she had all 10 kleine
little
Latkelach
latkes.
for her 10 kleine
little
Kinderlach.
children.
And while the Yiddish mama was frying up her latkes for her 10 kleine Kinderlach, she sang a very special song to herself, and it goes like this.
1, 2, 3 kleine Latkelach, 4, 5, 6 kleine Latkelach, 7, 8, 9 kleine Latkelach, 10 kleine Latkelach. Eins, zwei, drei kleine Lack 4, 5, 6 kleine lakkenleg, 7, 8, 9 kleine lakkenleg, 10 kleine lakkenleg,
No mehr tanzen!
Sparrow, can you please take out your umbrella? It's starting to rain.
Nah.
Sparrow, please take out your umbrella. It's raining out here. Sparrow, are you Meshuggah? We're getting soaked. It's pouring.
I don't think I will.
Why not?
My umbrella's full of holes.
Smerrill, what kind of idiot brings an umbrella that's full of holes?
I didn't think it was going to rain.
Oy vey.
Shalom Aleichem. Ich heiss Sruli. My name is Sruli. And I am a musician, a Yiddish musician. But I wasn't always a musician. I did many other things in my life. I was even a doctor. A real doctor, not like a doctor of education. Even a surgeon. I was the best and the fastest. I specialized in amputations. If somebody had a little pimple on their arm, ice arm, the arm was gone. If someone had a little bunion on their foot, ice foot, no more foot. And I had a very special tool that I used, a special surgical tool. And it looks like this. I was the fastest surgeon around. But when I stopped being a doctor and I became a Yiddish musician, what was I going to do with my special surgical tool? Let me play some music with it. Laber spielen.
Es ist schon spät, wir macht auf daheim, wir macht daheim, als keiner soll nicht sehen, der Tag schon on, es ist kreiert schon der Horn, der Sonne mit der Levone, tanzen schön im Korn. Da ja da 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 ja da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. It's getting late, my friends, so very late, my friends. I'd like to stay, my friends, with you right here. I've packed you tight, my friends, with all my might, my friends. I've stored your laughter and words in my ears. So when I'm alone, my friends, wistful or far from home, I'll unpack you, my friends, and hold you near. Then one by one, my friends, by moon or by sun, my friends, I'll kiss each memory wet with my tears. Meantime we zoom, my friend, into the same room, my friend. I'll spotlight your window and you'll be my star. We'll share a screen, my friends, while we quarantine, my friends, and we'll be together, remote but not far. Ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da da ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da da.
Schmerl, stop baking those pots together. You're driving me crazy.
Sprinter, I'm bagging the pots together to scare all the elephants out of Chelm.
You idiot, there are no elephants in Chelm.
That's because it works.
Oy vey.
This is a song that you have to be part of. When I say chiri bim, you say chiri bam. Chiri bim, chiri bam. Do I know what it means? Do you know what it means? What's the difference? We're singing together. Lomer singing. Chiri bim. Chiri bim bam bim bam bim bam. Chiri bim, you say. Chiri bim bam bim bam bam. Ay, chiri biri bam biri 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 bam biri 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 bam biri biri bam. Ay, chiri biri bam biri 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 bam biri 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 bam. Singen, schmingen, wissen, stissim, sort, mit wer kann bei ihm. Jach, der Zeller, nissen, boi, nissen, von Rabbeim. Von Babusta, von Kapusta, von dem Schuchan Orech. Nissen, mal der Hoffnung kommt, wer sich aus Stern kapoyen. Chiribim! Chiribim, bam, bim, bam, ay, 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 chiribim! Chiribim, bam, bam, bam. bum, bitty 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 bum, bitty 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 bum, bitty bitty bum. Ay, chitty bitty bum, bitty 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 bum, bitty 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 bum. Einmal macht sich als Bummer, a Schabes bein Haschmoschus. Kommt a Jidl sich zu gehen, a Kalliete auf 2 Kojes. Warf die Stecke in Schreibgräbe und glanzt euch in die Augen. Es wird mir jemand in gefunden, die ist euch zu zeugen. Chiribim! Chiribim bam bim bam bim bam. Chiribim! Chiribim bam bim bam bam. Ay chiribim bam biri 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 bam biri 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 bam biri biri bam. Ay chiribim bam biri 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 bam biri 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 bam. Lots of balls and honey cake and cookies black and white. Kishka, kasha, kugel challah and chopped liver on Friday night. Manish, shevitz, kiddish wine, you take 1 sip or 2-ish. All these things are part of you and part of being Jewish. Chitty bim! Chitty bim bam bim bam bim bam. Chitty bim! Chitty bim bam bim bam bam. Ay chitty bitty bam bitty 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 bam bitty 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 bam bitty bitty bam. Ay chitty bitty bam bitty bitty bitty. Nachama one more time. Chitty bim! Chitty bim bam bim bam bim bam. Chitty bim! Chitty bim bam bim bam bam. Ay chitty bitty bam bitty 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 bam bitty 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 bam bitty bitty bam. Ay chitty bitty bam bitty 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 bam. Ay bitty 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 bam. Nachama one more time. Chitty bim. Chitty bim bam bim bam bim bam. Chitty bim. Chitty bim bam bim bam bam. Ay chitty bitty bam bitty 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 bam bitty 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 bam bitty bitty bam. Ay chitty bitty bam bitty 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 bam. Ay bitty 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 bam.